Okay, okay. I know. I have been out here doing takes over and over and over and over again, and I'm freezing my ass off now. My hands are getting cold, and of course, my mitts are not perfect. But I want to share with those people that are getting ready for their desert races next year. So behind me, I have 3 backpacks. Not one of them is my racing backpack, but it's from the same company that I'm using that my racing pack is. So why do I have 3? Because I love backpacks. Anyway, no, that's not the reason. The reason is that I have a vest. One is a vest. So this one is very small, and you can see. And my favorite company is, can you see it? It is Ultimate. I love Ultimate. But why do I like this little pack? Is because when I go do speed work and I just want to have the feel of the pack on my back. So I'm kind of training my body to adjust to having a pack. And even if you're not training for the desert races, always run with a little pack on your back, because that little bit of resistance when you are gonna run is gonna give you a little bit more speed. So then I have my medium pack. This is my latest edition and I love it. So it has everything in here in the front, and the bottles are a little bit different because I can have a bottle right in this pocket. So it's training me with bottles. It's a little bit heavier, and also it sits a little bit different on my back. So if you think about it, some packs sit higher, lower, and wider, more comfort, more snug. It is important that you train all the muscles in your back, not just the top. Because if my vest is sitting up here, all I'm doing is I'm training that part. So I take a little bit of a pack that's a little bit lower, and then it has to incorporate not only my lower back, but my core. So, and this actually was one of my racing packs, and I'm not gonna race with it. You can see the letters are coming off, and this pack I love this pack, so I train with this pack. So this pack, I'm getting close to weight. I think there's like 2 weights in there. And then the same thing, the pack is a little bit different, but be careful when you put weights in your pack, because if your pack is sitting high, it's gonna put a lot of pressure. You're gonna be like this. If the pack is a little bit lower, you might be a little bit more upright, because you don't wanna run like this and you don't wanna run like this, because your shoulders are gonna kill you. And so the last thing I want to share is I use poles, because as you can see, it's snowing here. But even if I'm not snowing, then I will use poles, because what is it doing? It's helping with my form. So when I'm regular running with a pack, I'm going to do this. So if I train with my poles, I'm going to run a little bit, not like this, but just a little bit. And that way it trains your shoulders, your core, your chest, and you're running the T. The T is the key. Oh, that sounds good. The T is the key. Okay, so I think that covers, like I have 3 packs. My racing pack is going to be a 30 liter next year, because I've done a 35, I've done a 25, and I just felt like the one was too big and the one was a little bit too small, and it sat differently. So you gotta try packs, but it's always good to train with a small pack, regardless what you're doing, whether it's speed work, intervals, or just a medium long run. Because if you're always training with a heavy pack, you will never run faster. And you'll ask me, why do I need to run faster? It is not because you need to run faster, it's because the pack is slowing you down. So you're putting too much work on your body in order to run faster. And remember, when you run with too heavy a pack, quickly you will hurt your joints, your ligaments, and your tendons. And when those things are injured, it takes a long time to heal. That's the word. It takes a long time to heal. So you do not want to start running with like a 12-pound pack. Like the first time I ran and I was getting ready for Namibia, I ran with a medicine ball in a hiking backpack, and I couldn't run because I was doing this, like, I don't know what, but I learned all these things by trying them and seeing the physiological adaptations that they are making to my body in order to achieve more efficiency. Okay, now that was a big sentence coming from me, but I want to tell you that if you're going to plan for Racing the Planet, then each race is very, very different. Okay? Okay, then. So this is, I'm going to talk a little bit about the equipment and stuff like that. So these are about backpacks, and packing will come later, because packing we don't need to do right now. Packing will come later. But remember, it's always good to practice with the gear that you're going to use. However, you can't practice with the gear you're going to use if your body is not ready. Okay? Little pieces. It's called the marginal gains theory. Small pieces to achieve the big goal. Okay then.